requirement by the state of Iowa is no less than ridiculous. And that's a legislative issue. I understand some of the reasons for it, but they themselves do not hold to that limitation when they're bidding projects. I understand the DOT does not have to take the low bid. They can pick and choose, yet they force the communities to do that, and I think it's ridiculous. I understand some of it, but when we're looking at a very low margin and having someone who's paying local people, spending money here, living here, we should have some options. And the only way that's going to get changed is through your legislators. Can't bang that drum enough. I sold a house in Sioux Center about 3 years ago to a couple with a couple children. And the reason I'm bringing this couple up is I want to make people aware of something else that I get a little tired of. Just so happens that John, my client, and his family live in a home in Sioux Center that is assessed at $292,000. My house is assessed, I believe, at $289,000 or $290,000. Very comparable. His property tax bill is $3,800 a year. Mine is $33,000. His water and sewer bill averages $150 a month. He has several little kids, but his is $150 a month, and mine and Jolene's is $70. So when people want to criticize me about the expense of living in Lamar's, Iowa, they really need to do some research and do some fact finding on their own and find out that maybe Lamar's isn't as bad as they think it is. Maybe Lamartians have just had it good for a long time. I don't need to get reelected. I'm not here to make friends. These are hard, cold facts that people need to understand. And like I say, I start getting a little tired of the criticism. So I just wanted to bring those two up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Brian?
I just wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit. I didn't get to say it at the meeting out there because I don't like talking over people, but the tax rates for the city went down. Like even if you look at your tax bill, it shows what you paid in dollars last year and dollars this year. At least mine, I paid less on this one than last year, even though assessments went up. But the school and the county went up, and the city went down.
And our values went up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just talking about values. You buy a house for $100,000 and 3 years later it's worth $140,000. Tell me where you made easier money than that, unless you're one hell of an investor. So truthfully, when assessments go up, and those are legitimate, because as a realtor and a broker, I get asked all the time, my assessment's crazy. And 95% of the time I say, I can get you that for your house. And you get this, really? Oh, you're full of it. No, I'm not. I can get that for your house. So quit complaining about a higher value. People need to understand how this stuff works. Sorry, thanks.
That's all I have.
As long as we're going this direction, though, I would jump on that too about the contacting your legislators. I always hear that, and I saw some online comments like, "Well, that's why you guys are there. You should contact them." I do, and I have multiple times, and I went down and visited them. But I know that they operate on I got 5 emails or 5 calls, and most of them were for it. If they get 150, you saw what happened here with the chickens. If a lot of people come out, minds can be changed. So.
Right.
It's a group thing. Don't just rely on us to contact your legislators.
Absolutely.
So, go on.
Brad?
I would echo exactly what Clark and Brian have said. And we talked a little bit about water rates and that we've had big increases in water rates. Well, yeah, 10 or 15 years ago, maybe we should have been increasing them, but we didn't. So we are where we are. My guess is that where we're at today is probably where we would have been had there been smaller increases over the years. So, and the other thing I want to touch on too is, we hear a lot about the projects and how much money we're spending on a sewer plant, 75 project, RO project, as it relates to the size of the community. That's not really the issue. The issue is those are projects that have to be done, and it doesn't matter what we do with the Vision 2045. Those were projects that had to be done. Highway 75 has not worked out since the day it opened. The sewer plant is probably beyond its useful life. The RO system is hopefully going to extend the sewer plant life of our new system. So they're all projects that we're going to get done regardless of whether we have 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 people there. They have to be done. And it's just, it's just a fact of life, and I certainly don't appreciate or don't want to pay any more in taxes. But,
You
I
want
also don't, I
stuff.
also,
You want stuff.
yeah, I also don't wanna clean up raw sewage out of my basement if our sewer plant fails. The other thing with, and this goes back to the community betterment project, we've added an awful lot of nice amenities to this community over the years through 3 CBP projects. And I think most of those, if not all, have been funded either by philanthropic efforts of our community or local option sales tax. Would that be right? So, yeah, there's maintenance costs and things, but, if it hadn't been for our business community in particular, a lot of nice things that have added over the year. We talked about the golf course as one of those, as an example. We've had a lot of people, a lot of business owners that have put a lot of money into our community to make it what it is. And I want to thank those people and appreciate the work that's been done. And we've got a nice community. We're going to continue to work to make it better.
Can I dovetail
Sure.
1 second? Because he just reminded me of something else too, and Joe, you can chime in if you like. But the people that sit there and say, why, haven't you been raising rates down the road? The municipality is not allowed to stockpile money, either in property taxes, in enterprise funds like water and sewer. You can't just stockpile money without a plan. 6 years ago, on that committee, we were talking about, should we start raising rates? And we were always cautioned, listen, by our attorneys, the prior attorney, you can't have this pool of funds. Now, if you have a project, you can start to pay for that project, but you better have something in place, otherwise you're walking on thin ice when you're collecting money from people with no purpose. You're just getting this bank account. We're not allowed to do that. So while I understand their thinking is, why weren't you thinking that these things have been thought out for a long time, and I'll basically defend them. So thank you for bringing that up.
And
Thank you.
because he brought it up, one of the CBP projects is the Olson Center, and I forgot to mention the Olson Bash this Saturday. So if you don't know about it, go online, look it up. It's gonna be a good time.
Took my last comment.
And then don't forget the marching band competition on the 20th also.
We could just do this all
And
day.
another
That's
reminder,
what I
I
love about
guess,
this town.
and it is a fall cleanup week. Remember, this is the week of doing that if you want to take things to the landfill. Chief, you had one thing?
Well, this is our last meeting before our annual pancake feed, October 5th, at the firehouse, so please come out to and have some pancakes.
Number 1.
October
Downtown.
5th.
October 5th already. Fire Prevention Week starts. We're lining
I
up
love it.
little kids talk, so I got teachers calling me every 5 minutes, so, yeah, we're getting ready, but October 5th is our pancakes. Sunday.
October 5th, Fireman's Pancake Feed on a Sunday. Correct?
Saturday.
Saturday.
You switch.
No, it's Sunday. It's after church, you always come have pancakes. remember?
Thank you. I thought I was kind of losing my mind
No,
there.
you're good.
Thank you very much.
Wise one, oh wise one.
Wise one.
I'd like to piggyback off of something Brad said also about
Oh, that's great.
the new wastewater plant, the new water plant is that they're, correct me if I'm wrong, Jason, but they're not being built for a population of 20,000, right?
Correct.
It's like 13,000 or something.
Right.
Thank
So,
you.
so we're not overbuilding it.
Yeah, we're not building for
Correct.
20,000.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, that's extremely good.
And my last thing was the bash this coming Saturday from 4 till 10:30 and welcoming the Pork Tornadoes
They're a lot of fun.
to Lamar's. And I've heard so much about them, I'm anxious to hear them and take part. So. Anything else?
That one's Saturday night?
Yes.
We should be back.
We got Battle of the Bands too. We got about 2,000 people coming in for that, so it's gonna be a busy town.
Ooh, busy town.
Sounds good.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All motion carried. Thank you.